We are live. Good evening. Welcome to Spirituality Gone Wild. I'm Debbie G, and it is the G Vibe Sunday. And the Spark is one of the most amazing young ladies and I am excited about tonight. Mandy, like Mandolin Wind. What a beautiful name. The Street Angel. And
Yay, I'm so excited.
I'm everybody, we're going to talk about what Mandy's all about, being a street angel, what that means and what it looks like. You know how we roll. What we're going to do is doing that, play some True Seeker, and then show you a really fabulous excerpt of Mandy's. I just called you Mindy.
I get all different. It's okay.
Okay, so we're going to share this out and all right, everybody, let's get into this vibe. And
that you know that you are eternal beings. There is this goal set.
That wasn't it.
And there's this built-in discomfort, like
That's not it.
Some underlying effort about not quite being there. And we want you to want to go there so that you stay pointed in the right direction, but we are all forward moving, forward looking, forward reaching. That's what eternity is.
I'm returning to the place of my birth. I'm returning to the belly of the earth. Back from the future to heal my hurt. As I look within, I begin my search. Yeah, I take a dose and I found my hope. I take a dose and I find my hope, because the medicine is better when it helps me cope. Yeah, who am I? I am you. Back to the essence, remain true. Bask in the presence, chosen few, and out of sight for the truth. With my mind renewed, in the school of church. Religion is a secret, but I started there first. Doctrines of demons in the pain got burst. Find the ancient path to reverse the curse, and I return. I return. I return. I return.
I return to the fire, which is higher, from which we burn. I return to that fire, which is higher, from which we burn. I return to that fire, which is higher, and from which we burn. I return.
So feeling when I'm barefoot earthing, searching as a child I'm learning, receiving revelation that my spirit is bursting. My past and present is at one merging. Through love and overstanding, we find our minds expanding. With the use of the drum and joyous dance, and return to your birth through sacred chanting. Home.
I return to the fire, which is higher, and from which we burn. I return. I return to the fire, which is higher, and from which we burn. I return to the fire, which is higher, and from which we burn. I return. I return to the fire, which is higher, and from which we burn. I return.
I return fearless, no longer faceless, in the matrix, soulless and faithless. Instead, I return to regain this integrity that takes us beyond limitations and grace amidst the chaos, and return to the painless inner sanctum of the nameless. I return from ancient portals, from beyond the immortal, and arrive ready to heal, ready to thrive, resurrected after a society too contrived and worlds of media that lie. I reincarnate with rhythms on high, and I arrive at the beat that reminds us of where we come from and why. I return fearless of this bliss. Now I don't resist, just drop into the deep abyss, and this time and space ready to take my place amongst the sun, amongst the one, the design that reminds us of where we will return. I return to the fire, from which we burn. I return to that fire, which is how we burn. I return to that fire, which is higher, and from which we burn. I return.
I return to the fire, which is higher, and from which we burn. I return. I return to the fire, which is higher, and from which we burn. I return. I return to the fire, which is higher, and from which we burn. I return. and return to the fire which is higher and from which we burn. Return to the oneness we all share, peace in our heart, regardless of where we look the same and born under the same sun. A return to the oneness we all share, peace in our hearts, rising everywhere, regardless of where we're coming from. We dream under the same and born under the same sun.
In time, with a little bit of practice, all of you you'll get so hooked on this feeling of alignment that you're just not willing to move outside of it, no matter how good this, no matter how good the spiel that's offered, no matter what the outside circumstances are. You'll just get to the point where you'll say, wait a minute, I have this, it's been calculating my path. And so we like what we feel from you as you say, I'm loving this journey and I'm loving the way it is unfolding for me. I'm always in the right place, and I know that it's an evolving place. And now life is always good. And then, isn't it fun to watch things begin to unfold and say, oh yes, that feels just right. Oh yes, that feels just right. Oh yes, I've been looking for you. I've been expecting you. I've been anticipating you. I knew you were coming on my doorstep. I knew you were coming. Here you are, about all things. Yes.
Yay. Truth Seeker, Derek, you, and the song was called I Return, which is a really cool Ashley. I'm going to tell you what. I love it, and I love that song, and I start with it a lot, Mandy, because it just simply the vibration and like it always brings me like into this space of just oneness, and we are love. And I'm loving it. So I want to say hi to everybody, Nina, Jenny, Leanna, everybody who's popping on. We got to thank you, Nina, for calling in the troops. So absolutely divine being next to me. I'm going to read for you, humanity, many faces, regardless of your background, beliefs, or ethnicity. I am here to help. I am doing what I was told to do from a higher divine calling. I am a servant of the light, a messenger, used as an instrument for the highest purpose of all souls. I sacrifice myself to make the world a better place, and I'm here to confound you, confuse you, enlighten you. Why? To make you. I'm not showing off. I am showing messages. I am striving to bring more positivity, kindness, love, peace, and unity to the world. Mandolin Reese, the street angel. Woo!
That was my mission statement. Yeah. That I put on my website. So it's there if you'd like to go read it later. Anybody? So I just want to thank Debbie for. We do have a slight delay.
It's going to drive you nuts. So I'm just going to be quiet for a minute and let you talk.
What would you like me to, or how would you like me to start?
Well, actually, I think let's just start with and I love this. And if you guys all look at the signs behind her, this is extraordinary. Let's talk a little bit about how you got started, how you started creating the signs, and then I want to show a video of you on the news where they're talking about what you do. But I want to do that after that. You share why you got in, why that you.
Okay. So the story goes basically, I moved to Hollywood, California, not for fame like most people seem to do, but I had a boyfriend at the time who got a job And I ended up following him just for a change in my life. I took that leap of faith and I was like, oh, this sounds like a cool opportunity. Let's just go to LA, you know? And as soon as I got to LA on my second day living there, it's like God or divine or spirit, whatever you would like to call it, it's like blasted me with this epic calling. It was like I downloaded this mission. It was like something I was infused with, like my DNA came activated, and like I had to do this mission. And the way it hit me like a lightning bolt was I had to go out with posters about kindness. That was the simple start of it. And I had a friend with me in the car who was visiting my first week to help me settle in. And she's known me since kindergarten. And I just looked over to her and I said, I feel like I'm supposed to go out on the streets with posters about kindness. And she's like, what? What are you talking about? Well, we're going to talk about this later, but I don't know what kind of crazy stuff you're talking about. But it was that profound. And I just started to order angel wings. And because the idea that came with it was, hey, it's City of Angels. Angels are known around the world in various religions and artwork, etc., as messengers of peace. And so it just fit, right? And so I started going out with posters. It was 2012. So I started in Los Angeles, literally on a street corner. And I had broke up with that guy really early on, having moved there. So I was alone, single, no job, no nothing. All I had to go on was this calling that I got. And it took me on this magic carpet ride through Hollywood. Like I met all these celebrities and stuff. I got to go to these red carpet events. Like it was nuts how much it unfolded for me, like just following the calling, having started on a street corner with nothing to go on. And I always try to make my posters colorful, and I like to use my own creativity, and I enjoy the coloring. It's my inner child. Okay. It's like I get to like be colorful and put on stickers and use markers, and some of it I even use nail polish because it's stronger and it doesn't fade than markers. Some of them I get laminated to keep them safe, but for the most part, I make my own posters. People have criticized that. They're like, well, they look like crap. I'm like, well, but it's my creativity, you know? Come on now. It's like I enjoy making them. But it's meant to get into other people's inner child with the colors and the stickers and the hearts, and to remind people at their very basic level of humanity to be reconnected and be kind to each other. And it's just a basic reminder that I'm like a walking human billboard, basically. I can go places that billboards don't go, and like I just walk through crowds nonchalantly, like Where's Waldo? And I just have my posters. Sometimes I carry one in the front, but I always have one on the back. I know you can't see it, but I have one stuck to the back of my wings, and I've changed them over the years. I always try to make them positive, universal, humanitarian messages. So like some of them are anti-bullying. Some of them are just general, like uplifting. Like the one above me says, "You deserve love," and another one says, make your courage greater than your fears. I've had various ones throughout the ages. You pretty much just have, if you Google me, you probably see some interesting stuff, but I'm in Google, all over Google. Just Google the Street Angel or Mandolin Reese, and you know, there's all kinds of stuff out there. I'm all over. But I spent 4.5 years. Huh?
4.5 years doing it. Okay, so I want to dive into a couple of different things about this. You know, Mandy, from where I'm sitting, I have this, am I still here?
Oh, I was just going to say, I spent 4.5 years in Hollywood and Los Angeles and traveling around all over, but I've been doing this mission for 7 years. So since 2012.
Mm-hmm. I love this because 2012 was a big year for a lot of us. And I love this. Street Angel, Earth Angel, into your angelic connection, but also into the connection with human beings, and how important that this has been. as you've been on this journey and you're going and you're connecting with people in person, getting away from technology, actually physically being there. I'm excited about that. The delay, you guys. It's soon to be rectified. I'm telling you. Mandy, I want to show everybody the video really quick and let them get a deeper inside to this. And then I want to talk about some of the biggest effects that you've had with people. And I'm getting excited because I love stories.
Okay.
So let's, oopsie. Here we go.
What happened?
Oh, shoot.
Tabloid scandal
There we go.
or acting role. But for one San Antonio woman, all it took to get into Hollywood's A-list party.
That's a bad delay.
Angel walks through the door.
I am the LA street guy, a higher calling that hit us, California. And so I just started drawing up posts. We ordered some wings online.
Madeline on several prominent LA guest lists where she used her red carpet access to promote kindness and goodwill.
There's a lot of stringing about of Goodyear tires, or that's with this project.
Now that she's back in her hometown of San Antonio, Madeline plans to bring about that vision one good deed at a time.
Right now I'm doing this kids book drive. I was like, you know what? I'm just Secret Garden, Little Women. I'm so thrilled that there are books in there. There's a Tom classics. One box alone gives me like the fuel in my
Angel from her book dropping Green Literacy Headquarters, joy of reading to local kids.
It's awesome. I wish every nonprofit could have like a guardian angel, because we all need one. That is for sure.
Somebody has to get the ball rolling, and I guess that's part of where I come in.
LA Street Angel book drive continues through September 11th to book drop location on Twitter or Amazon.
Wow.
That was pretty cool.
Wow.
That connection happened.
Wow. I'm just completely in awe and appreciation and gratitude for this work that you are stepping out and doing like a badass. Okay, so we know that why you're doing it, and we've heard some of that, but let's talk about what's your experience when you're going out and you're treating people with kindness. What are you seeing different that's happening with you than it used to?
Well, I get pretty much 99.9% positive response, and I get a lot of smiles and hugs, and the brave ones will come up and ask me, what is this about, and what's the street angel, who is the street angel, or what are these posters, those are the brave ones. I get a lot of people who I'll catch them sneaking photos of me, or I'll turn around and there's somebody snapping a picture of my wings, or I think it's cute. I'm like, go ahead. I mean, that's what it's for. Go ahead and share the messages out in the world, because that's it's not so much about me as it's about, I'm trying to get these messages out, because I think it's like a derivative from spirit. It's like a divine directive, here, do this, my mission, So, I mean, my body is just going to fade eventually, but I hope the mission or the street angel thing might last farther than me. I hope. So we'll see.
I'm kind of thinking
it gives my life purpose and meaning. So.
And that's what I was thinking is people are, I can't imagine how many days that you and the stories. Have you received like a testimonial of somebody meeting you, like something like just like wowed you because
Yeah, I've had a couple of stories that really touched me. I had one friend say that he went out to be a substitute teacher in a middle school one day, and he thought of my project, and he had his middle school students create posters about kindness. And I thought that was awesome. And then I had this doctor guy who said he'd seen my posters and he felt called to action in a moment at a gas station when this couple was at a gas and like they were trying to get help and no one else was helping them, and he thought of my poster and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna help these people. And so he did. And he brought them back.
do you hear that?
I heard that noise, but I don't know what it's from.
That was really awesome. I don't know either.
Huh. I thought it was yours.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
You know, with this satellite, it's called the angelic. Oh,
You got angelic interference going.
Actually, we do, and it's been 11:11. Every time I look up, I'd see 11:11 as you were talking. Let's talk a little bit about the angels. You know, definitely. Just the other day I went out and said, "Angels need your help here." Angels are a real thing, and there's proof of angels. And this work that you're doing, it's to remind people who they are and to bring kindness back into the world. You know, the co-founder of Spirituality Gone Wild is Miss Kindness, literally. She is known for her work. You too are going to connect. And I'm just like already excited about this because it's just so in alignment. So,
oh, I thought it was you.
Do you have do you say that again?
I thought you were the founder of Spirituality Gone Wild.
I am. I have Karen Palmer, who's been with me. Karen in a couple months after I started.
Oh, okay.
So
cool.
Yeah. We actually have a whole team of hosts now. We've got a whole crew, and it's really, you know, it's actually pretty cool. And this is why we do it, because people, I love that seeing who you are, and it's because what you're doing is extraordinary. My favorite angel.
Well, the first one that comes to mind is Archangel Michael, because one, he's pretty well recognized. There's a lot of Archangel Michael statues, and he seems like a very powerful angel and, you know, slaying the demons, but also a very gentle, loving energy when needing for protection and support during big changes and stuff. So.
Okay, I gotta love that. Archangel Michael is rad because he's got this. I love that energy where it's this awesome light and strength and protection that's around us all. So I gotta agree. I love him. Well, they're all cool. Definitely. I'm gonna say they're cool. All right, they're all cool.
I mean, I've dabbled in angel card readings just because I feel like cards are a medium by which you can, you know, connect with the angelic realm, because, you know, it's another dimension and it's energy. And so I really enjoy angel cards because they can be uplifting and just kind of nurture your heart in times of, you know, when you feel like the need. But also, I don't know if you noticed in my website, but I did 3 seasons of my own talk show at a legitimate Hollywood studio in Hollywood. So, and I had all of my shows were devoted to helping others. So there's different topics about spirituality, and I had different guests who would relate to the topic and interview them and what they were providing into the world related to spirituality or growth or whatever. Like it was an educational show, but also I tried to make it entertaining. I would wear goofy outfits and costumes and just, you know, try to make it fun and rainbowy and uplifting.
Well, that's because you're like sparkly, like unicorn sparkles. I actually watched a couple of them, and you guys, it was like you've got to go to her website. It's down here in the stream because it's honestly she's got some really not to mention you've met some fascinating people. The one that I would have dug meeting is Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves.
That was such an epic divine connection. Like the story behind that was I had literally just posted a picture of Keanu Reeves on my Facebook page a few days before I met him. And it was a picture of him in the Matrix where his hand is up and he's blocking the bullets. And it said, I was saying something about blocking bullies and standing up against bullying. And then like God just had me meet Keanu in a hotel lobby. I was sitting there having a business meeting and it was kind of empty. And my friend is like, oh my God, Keanu Reeves is 10 feet over there. And I look over and he's alone 10 feet away from me. And I was like, I can't pass this opportunity. Like I was scared to death, by the way. He's probably the highest level A-list actor I happened to come across. And it's actually kind of terrifying to go up and like bother him. And I was like, I don't mean to bother you, but I've been doing this mission. And he was really supportive of it. And he said it was cool. And he shook my hand and he took the picture with me. And he's really nice. He's a very chill, cool, relaxed person.
That is energy.
Yeah, I just appreciated how he was kind to me because, not everybody that, I'd come across in Hollywood was very nice. And sometimes even some actors that I met weren't very approachable to talk to or to ask a picture. They just have this vibe. It's hard to describe unless you experience it, but it was cool. Like maybe if we have time towards the end, we could play. On my website, I do have like a little recap of my shows, like a show reel, and then I have my celebrity reel if anyone cares. But I just kind of created that because it's like, I blazed a trail through that place. Not only did I, go to red carpets and events, but I did a lot of community activism. Like I went and I pitched ideas to city council headquarters to try to help their homeless problem. I presented, and also I went to the LAPD police chief headquarter panel, which was a private panel of like 10 people. And I got to be there and I handed out packets that I had created and with ideas of how to help their homeless community and population, just anything I could think of, divine ideas of, helping. So I did community activism and I did volunteer work. I did a lot of charity support, donation drives. I would film it and I'd put it on social media to try to encourage others to get involved in their communities and help others and just give people ideas of how they can contribute as a human being to society and the greater good.
That's huge. And not too many people are out there doing this. And this is absolutely amazing. It takes some, I'm loving this. The audio, wow. And here we go. Thank you, Char. This is so cool.
Thank you.
This is so cool, MJ. You guys.
Yeah.
Hi, MJ. Welcome to Spirituality Gone Wild.
Huh?
Delay.
Oh, the delay. Yeah. Hey, we're making it work. We're having fun,
Totally. Well, I want to tell everybody, I want to tell you guys how that I've met Mandy. How was I blessed enough? And actually, I'm supposed to tell you, so I say that, and if I don't tell you something else first, then I can't say anything else because I'm being told I have to tell you. You meeting Keanu Reeves was for Keanu.
Cool. Yeah.
He needed that.
He needed it? Yeah, I wish I
He
could have
needed
done
the
some.
energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could tell he's been through a lot of hard stuff. I mean, if anybody Googles his past, I mean, he's had so much heartbreaking things happen to him, and I wish I could have done some of my healing work on him, but you know, I didn't get that opportunity. Maybe someday.
It could definitely happen.
It could.
But yeah, that's what was brought to me, and I was supposed to share that with you, because the beauty is that you're absolutely right. You're there. It's not about you, but it's about the message that you're bringing, and that's incredible. So guys, guess how I met Mandy? Love Coach Academy. You guys all know about Love Coach Academy and Scott Thomas. Well, that we met, and I'm just so we friended each other on Facebook, and I saw her Facebook page and went, oh my gosh, this is absolutely flipping amazing, and I've got to have her on because this is the coolest thing ever. So tonight is brought to you by Love Coach Academy. Just thought I'd just give that little bit of a shout out. Grateful I am, because connection is everything. Have you been seeing? I mean, you blazed a trail through Hollywood like I've heard no other talk about, and you're doing it with kindness. But are you starting to see this web of connection that's like how you just keep seeing things intertwine, interweave?
Yes, especially, you know, with Facebook, it's incredible to see how many people I've met in different parts of the country have somehow, I have mutual friends that know each other, and the spirituality crew that's kind of spread around, because I spent 4.5 years in Hollywood and Los Angeles and California, and then I also spent a year out near Portland, Oregon, and traveling in that area. So it's like I made connections out there, and then some of those people knew people in LA, and then I moved back to Texas for a while, and like some of my people that knew me from LA had been in Texas, and like they were inviting me to stuff, and I was making connections, and I was just like, this is really interesting. It's like the connections I'm making from this angel project, just literally just throwing on the wings and going places. And I know certain cues to look for when spirit says to wear my wings. Is, I don't know if you're into numerology, but it's 999. If I see that number, it means I need to wear my wings. So it means be a light worker.
Okay, so 999 is be a light worker. I'm totally into, well, angel numbers are the best.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I pay attention to the plate. So
completely.
Cool.
Oh, sweet. Look at this.
Aw. Hi, Mark. This is cool. Aw. This is cool. Like, how are you able to put these comments up on there? That's awesome.
It's this StreamYard that I'm using here, and so it has this great capability for me to do this. Soul Tribe Family. Yeah, absolutely, Shar.
Cool.
Okay, so now you're in Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we just saw that you've done. What are you doing now?
Well, the truth of the matter is, I overgave of myself and my energy as a human being in LA, and I got so incredibly burned out. Like, you wouldn't even believe, like starfished on the floor crying, burned out. Like, I was like, oh, I'm exhausted.
Wow.
And just everything that I was doing, giving to the community and doing the Angel Project and giving to clients, and I was just giving to the point of like depletion. And so I had to like move out of that energy, because I don't know if anybody's ever been to LA, but that is an intense city. And I mean, they have the hugest homeless population. It's very materialistic. There's a lot of fakery. There's a lot of predatory practices. It's just, you get on this treadmill, and it's just this pressure. there's so much intensity in all ways. Social pressures, work pressures, traffic pressures, living cost pressures. And it's just like this power keg. And if you can't handle it, you can't handle it. And it finally just gonna wore me down, because not only was I struggling as a single woman to survive there, but I was doing this mission and I was like on fire, and I was like going. And finally I was just like, boo. And like I had to get out. And so I took myself out of that dynamic, and I went off to Portland, Oregon area for a year. And I kind of thought that that was going to be a good thing for me and like rest and heal. But it kind of ended up being the opposite, because apparently there's a thing called seasonal depression out there. And I landed right in the middle of that. And so I was like, well, this really isn't working for me, this energy out here. But I did do some angel-y stuff out there. I met a lot of cool connections, including Scott Katamis. And so I met him, and he was one of my epic connections meeting out in that area. So I moved back to Texas. And so I've been just trying to reestablish myself and find myself, and who is Mandy again? Like, cause going back home after being away for 5.5 years, doing this angel stuff and like a big public figure, and then going home to my hometown is just like kind of a shock to my system. It's like, okay, who am I now? Where do I fit into this picture? Or are you who? Like, it's kind of hard to describe. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, totally. I do. I mean, okay, first off, I'm from Southern California, and I have a hard time. So LA is it's a tough gig. I totally get where you burned out there. I'm glad you kind of removed yourself. I'm in San Diego. It's not the same as so, and I mean, I gotta just tell you, Fleety's in the house. Okay, Prince of the Kings. I love you, Fleety. I love you, Fleety. He says he's another little angel. My God, you guys are the best. I swear. You're finding yourself,
I hope,
but you're also now. I'm sorry, darling.
Oh, I hope I can go back and read all these comments, because I don't know where to look at them, and I'll try to find it later. But I just want to thank everybody who's watching, and thanks for the support and the comments and the love, and I appreciate it. Honestly, like I wish I had more support for my mission, like on a grander scale, so that I could expand it, because I felt like I reached a plateau and I just didn't really know how to grow anymore unless other people joined in the mission and helped or did something for me to help grow it. Because I just can't be a one-woman army forever. I get depleted. Like, as a human, my battery drains. I can only do so much, and I have to rest, and I get fatigued and stuff like that. So, but yeah, thank you for the support that I have had up to this point. And thank you, Debbie.
You know what? Oh my God. I get the girl all the way from the SGW is kind of the same gig. You know, shake your chakras. We do what's called shake your chakras here, Sonora. But shake your chakras, just so that we can shake it all about. Shake your chakras. All right, chakra for this unit, you guys. I hope you're shaking it. Shake. Remember now, shake your sacral now. Woo-hoo-hoo. Come on. Okay, so what I do know is that Mandy has opened herself to mentoring with her in beautiful, intuitive, angelic energy and angelic healings and all that great stuff. So they can obviously, they're going to go to your website. And how else can they reach you?
Email, social media. I mean, I do my best to monitor everything as best I can. As far as working on people in person, that would have to be in San Antonio, Texas. But I do a lot of, I could do things over the phone, or YouTube. I could do angel card readings, and I could do energy healings over the phone, and coaching. Obviously, coaching is one of the huge things that I can offer. Like, to be honest with you, I've always been pretty natural at that, and people seem to naturally come to me for advice. And now that I've gotten more, I mean, I have a lot of education, but also having gotten spiritual and more higher consciousness, it has really added to my repertoire of being able to coach people from a higher consciousness perspective. And I really strive to just infuse positivity into people's lives, and whatever higher guidance will just flow through me, because I genuinely care,
I totally do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I vibe with you on that. Okay, let's talk about, let's just, I want to get into gratitude a little bit. And everybody's laughing because they keep hearing the same thing I'm hearing. Spirit wants to join the conversation. This whole time we've been getting this weird feedback thing.
Oh, I've had this happen before. In other interviews, there would be weird noises and like stuff happen, and people are like, what's going on here? I'm like, spirit follows me around. There's angels in the room. So,
well, actually, it's very angels were the first. We back in the day when I first got started with doing Paul's happiness angels, like I was a happiness angel.
Cool.
You gotta laugh. I'm just cracking up.
Like it.
I really love what you're doing. Like, seriously, I think it is the beautiful, divine thing I've ever seen. And for everybody that's watching right now, the replay, please go to thestreetangel.com and please share this. And it's
my sister.
I want to just take a moment and sit with that with you. Energy. Our physical being has such a rough time with somebody being gone.
I mean, for anybody watching who doesn't know, I mean, I've been dealing with so much grief and depression this year because I lost my baby sister. Like, we were extremely close. She was like my person that, she was my experience with unconditional love in this world. Because I feel like humans have a hard time expressing that. But I felt that for her as my younger sister. And she died this May at the age of 30. And she was my only sister. And I have a small family, so it's like losing her is like a huge part of my life. And it's been really a struggle adjusting, especially over the holidays. Like, this was probably the worst emotional holidays that I've had because of the loss of her not being there with our family. So, and I know it's affected my parents a lot. So it's like this grief that you have. I mean, like, even though okay, they're in a better place, they're in peace, they're in spirit, they're with the angels, it still hurts not having them physically here to talk to and hug and see it for Christmas and go and hang out with, So death is hard.
You know what I say about death and about grief?
What?
I up human experience that we get to go through. That's what I say about it.
Yeah. That, and then being heartbroken in romantic relationships, that's a pretty close feeling too, of grief.
I agree with you on that. I've used cultivating gratitude in every area of grief and every area of trauma that it really helped me with after the father of my children after he passed away 3 years ago. We weren't still married. We were still friends. It was probably the hardest one I've experienced yet. Isn't my sister. My heart's with you, like all over the place right now, because and everybody, can you just give a million trillion hearts? Love everybody to just take a moment. And I want you, like a Care Bear, to send that energetic love straight to Mandy's heart. Ready?
Thank you.
Set, go.
Thank you.
I've got chills. Good job, everybody. Good job. Going to now. Let's see. I'm going to go to yours. How about we'll show your celebrity?
Okay. That one's a fun to talk about.
Okay, I'm bringing it. I want to also dedicate this show to your sister, to the mission that you're doing, and for anybody that's watching this right now, I want you to take a serious look about and read the science behind Mandy. And I really want you to soak this in. We're getting ready to go into 2020. It's time for us to step forward in this world and be more kind, to be kinder, to be more loving. It takes a second to be kind on the planet. And you know what? That's what you're doing, Mandy. You're leaving heart print.
Thanks. That's a great way to put it. And I love your energy too. We're still like the same unicorn tribe. It's awesome. I felt like we connected immediately in that first class, pretty much. It was like, I was like, I see you. Yep. Can we do
my granddaughter was doing that on video.
Your granddaughter was?
Yeah.
Oh,
because
that's
I
cute.
see you. And I was just like crying. Yeah. She's so cute. Her name is Gemma. And can we what, sweetheart? Can we?
Oh, I was gonna say, you wanted to do the celebrity wheel. Could we do the other reel after that? The my show, so people can kind of just, and we don't have to do the thing, but maybe just a little bit, so people can see what I'm talking about with the Hollywood talk show.
Yeah, I get to go as long. I could do anything I want. I could be on here for the next 10 hours if I chose. Spirituality gone wild, wild, wild west. All right, let's do it. Wild, wild west. Oh, sneezers. Okay. Ooh, life is so good.
Y'all ready for this?
And Mandy, y'all ready for it? Let's do it.
All
right, I think we've.
3.
Call to heal these
streets. Cute.
One in the dust with your sacred wings. LA street angel, giving everything, holding up your side for the world to see. If you're broken and you cannot find the way, if you're hungry and you need a place to look into the eyes of the angel of the streets.
Over there.
Hold on tight. LA street angel, call to heal these streets. Wipe away the dust with your
this song.
LA street angel, hold me in your heart, tell us all your dreams, and don't let it stop. You've been called to love and share by holding hands. Some may cry, some just sigh. You just hold on tight. It's street angel, giving everything and holding up your side for what you see. LA street angel, 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 LA street angel.
Play a rock history right now. Have you ever seen his art?
That was so freaking cool. Oh my
I like
god, I
over time is like cool because and the I don't know if you caught some of the times where I had the giant wings and these giant posters. That's actually how I started. Like when I first started in the very beginning, is I had the most biggest giant things I could find, and then I realized they're a little cumbersome, and I was always beating people with my feather accident if I try to pass them and like swat them, and then like my posters are so big and bulky, and then if they get ruined, it's not exactly easy to replace. And so I had the downsize, which is why the smaller posters you see, and then like the smaller wings, because they're so much more portable and easy for me to like go to the airport. You know what? I've gone to the airport all the time for 7 years, and I've not had one problem, thank God, with these messages all over. So I get like an international sampling.
I think I still saw like you snuck it somewhere. Where was it? You like folded it so you had to fold it or something so somebody didn't see it. I was laughing my ass off going.
That was you can see that in my talk show reel. Yeah, I had to make some tiny signs and portable ones and hidden ones because some of these red carpet events and are really high profile events in Hollywood. Like you don't want to be like overly, here's a big sign, and like then I get thrown out. Like, so when I first started in Hollywood, I would get thrown out of quite a few places. And then as people started to remember me and recognize me, and they're like, oh, it's just the street angel, come on in. And then suddenly like it shifted. It's like I wasn't thrown out of anywhere anymore. I was welcomed. So that was cool. But there would still be some events that I knew were really high profile. And I had to sneak in something small or hidden. And a couple of those celebrity photos, I wasn't holding a poster, and that's because I couldn't for the picture because of that specific event. Like Katie Couric, I did give her, like, I told her all about my project and I gave her my card and she thought it was cool. But like, there are some things like are so high profile, like they don't allow posters. Like there was that particular event had Vice President Biden, and they had Secret Service everywhere, and you have to be careful what you have in or carry into the event, and they search your stuff and probe you, and well, okay, that's a little extreme, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, probably will, just yeah. But I'll tell you. Okay. Okay. Of all the people on there, the coolest people that you met were Jack Hand, from my perspective. Besides, and blonde. Oh my God, what is her name? Something about Mary. I know her name.
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. Oh my God, I love Cameron.
Charlie, yeah, Charlie's Angel. Yeah, she was awesome.
But Marianne Williamson, Jack Canfield, John Gray.
Which one was
probably my favorite? John Gray.
What was the? Oh, John Gray. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Like, I met him at this huge workshop that people paid a lot of money to go to this workshop, and it was packed, and it was held in Beverly Hills. So this was like a very swanky, high-end, expensive workshop. And I sat in the very back, but somehow by divine intervention, his assistant comes and invites me to lunch with them. And I get to go in the car with Dr. John Gray, and have a chat with him and have lunch with him and his assistant and take him to the airport. And I was like, oh, like, I don't know how these things just like happen. Like, spirit sets up some interesting stuff for me doing my mission, because I'm acting on this calling and I'm doing basically what I'm told to do or meant to do, my purpose. And so it's like some interesting things have happened that are just like mind boggling. So yeah, that was one of them.
I can feel you, but I got to tell you, John Gray, I totally did. Greg Friedman, who, by the way, everybody, Inner Journey with Greg Friedman is on. So, John, make sure you're listening to Inner Journey with Greg Friedman. The local station, KX. Oh, shoot, I forgot. I'll have to post it after I'm done, guys. Sorry.
No problem.
Well, he's on a local Laguna radio station. Inner Journey with Greg Friedman. Google it while I do it. So we've got to be supportive. All right. So now I completely forgot what I was going to say. Probably for a good what Debbie does. Or this mission. Oh, I know what it was now. So you're going out with the divine. Look, that sacred yes comes, and we're doing this work, and it gets to a point where you really have to just surrender all and allow and step forward, and to trust. And that's what you've done. that's how come you've had all these terrible alignments. I've had some of the same. I'm not going to get into mine right now. You got better reception in the scenes and share some seriously cool stories. But really, what you're doing, I want to just kind of jump into everybody that's on and watching the replay. You can book sessions with. She is now teaching, and she was working with people with compassionate communication. Okay, you all know how much we love that.
Yeah.
And all of it. She does angel work and she does healings. And I'm super excited about that. I want to see everybody go over to the Street Angel Down and just support her work just because. Share it out. Bring us face because I mean, dear, this isn't if you're not the most about you, like you're not that. And and look at her signs. They're so
Thank you. Yeah, like
well, you're welcome.
I started to do add stickers and stuff just these past couple of years, I think, and I really liked it. And it just like added some extra flair to it. And I don't know, it's just fun making them. Like it's weird. I've had people like kind of say they look like crap. Like I had one guy walk up to me at a high-end business event and he's like, "Oh, your posters look like shit." And I was like, "How dare you? Your face looks like," no, I'm just kidding. No, but I wouldn't have said that. But like it was just rude. But you have to just accept criticism and go on with your life and just be cool with what you're doing. And so, I mean, I have made a profession.
Yeah. You have made a what?
I have one professionally computer generated sign, and it was shown once in that celebrity reel. I don't know if anybody noticed it, but it was like a one that I ordered online. I had it printed, and so, but it's kind of big and bulky, and I don't take it out very often. No.
I kind of like your sign. Your sign. You know what? You could like start that whole movement over again. And personally, I'm just sitting here, and I'm a graphic designer, and I'm looking, going, how cute would they be? All of these need to just take images and then just recreate your original sign because they're so freaking cute. I could see these on like postcards, or I could see these in an inspirational book. Personally, I think they're perfect.
I need to order some more wings, actually. So I've gotten my nice wings from the guy who makes feather stuff for the celebrities in Hollywood. He's the guy who makes my wings, because I had tried ordering stuff on Amazon and other eBay and websites, and they're just kind of crappy. But high quality ones, Mother Pluckers feather company in LA. And I need to order some more because mine believe it or not, my wings get beat up, dingy, feathers get dirty. I molt, like I leave feathers about when I travel, and I'll leave them in my friends' cars, and they think it's like a good luck charm. They're like, "Hey, a feather, oh, keep this." So it's kind of fun. Yeah.
Actually, it's completely hilarious. I'm loving everything about you and what you're doing. And so how is your hometown as the Street Angel right now, or you've been on a hiatus?
Oh, I still go out quite often, actually. I just kind of do it. It's not Hollywood. It's like just a completely different dynamic here. And it's not. This city isn't particularly spiritual. It's a little bit more on the religious side in the Bible Belt, but I still go out quite frequently. I go to events or like food tasting events, the grocery stores, just random out and about movie theaters. I'll wear them and still get, quite a big sampling. I go to restaurants, I'll throw them on, and I look for the cues and the signs, like when I should wear them. But I still do it weekly, for sure, like multiple times a week. Sometimes multiple times a day if I'm jumping to different locations, like especially shopping. Like Christmas shopping, I was going to this store and that store and then this, and just kind of just wear my wings everywhere I go and sample everywhere.
Oh my God. The wing, okay. I love wings. I really do. They're so fun. And now I'm looking at, because they look soft too.
Yeah, they're real feather. They're very soft. So I'll show you my feather pack. So here's what it looks like. Let me see. Try to get it. There.
Oh my God, that's yay! Look how awesome that is.
So I throw them on.
Oh, wow, it's
like
beautiful.
a backpack. It's like a backpack, but just I tie my wings on it, because on it, if I have it directly, the elastic from the wings on my body, it hurts, man. I spent years wearing the wings directly on me, and it was like, oh, like my armpits hurt, my traps hurt. It was like developing like knots, protection knots, and I couldn't take it anymore. So yeah, like I found that online. It was
floored because they're absolutely gorgeous, and Char's like digging those. Such a cool idea.
Thank you, Shar, for watching. And you mentioned this is gratitude. I do want to say, I'm thankful for you and meeting you, and thank you for interviewing me. I'm thankful for Scott and for connecting me with the Love Coach Academy and with other cool spiritual people. And I'm grateful for my current boyfriend, Israel. He has been so supportive through, he's like my beloved production manager. He helped put the posters up above my head and get the laptop connected for me. And he's helped me get some cool videos and photos, and supportive through my sister's death and her funeral and stuff. So, and grateful that my family still loves me and is in my life. So just wanted to say that I'm grateful for all that I have and the people that have been in my life, and my Facebook friends that, give me support and comments and messages. And so it's nice to have a community.
I love it. And I am grateful for how you show up in this world. You're a divine, gorgeous, and it's absolutely, you are, and you're out here, you're doing what I would love everybody. I think that this should be a thing, frankly. I think everybody should make their own signs, and here's your sign. Mandy's just trying, but in a way that is going to be impactful for the planet, because this is about unity. The universe, about oneness, about being together as one with one love. Seriously, it's all about love only. And now that Mandy's also a coach, it only fits right in with this whole entire. This is why we all are love coach with Street Angel.
Yeah. Well, I could do couples, individual counseling, coaching, that kind of stuff. I was going to say, before we go too much longer, do you want to do like a minute of the talk show reel or the whole thing, and just kind of do a quick chat about it?
Sure will, love.
I hope we can that one thing you're talking about, where I'm like, this is my secret sign. Like, that was a good one.
All right, let's see.
I'm gonna grab a drink of water while you.
For sure. Highlights?
Yes, because I didn't get a season 1 highlight reel made, which I should, but it takes time.
This is.
Cameron Diaz. She's like,
Oh no, don't do that to guys. Hold on just one sec. Let me redo that and take it over to Facebook directly because it wasn't getting big. Here we go. Okay, yay. And
so one cool thing.
Oh wow, it's
Charlie's Angel, Rattle, and that kind of stuff. I can rub with her and help with her book and stuff like that. So she's enlightenment to the aging process. What is that message for up on your dream? Even if you get 100, keep going. If it's like your purpose and you want to do it, just keep going.
Are you getting a delay?
Going
to the mystery school and do it. And that is one of the first steps that people usually take their way into the mystery school. Started empowerment.
So Buddha made me. Marla wrote this book that intrigued me, and she's based matchmaker. She's a well-known Hollywood matchmaker, and she people together for love. She's a real-life Cupid. So enjoy your life when, even if you just be like, I'm just going to try to make the best that way.
No, it's each great that everybody's not the same. Because if everybody was the same, it would be so boring.
It's like water going around the rock. It's like just keep pushing forward. Just be like water. I've made them a little smaller so I can like sneak them in. I don't have anything, and then I have a sign so I can photo shoots and or the red carpets. You might want
Still going low.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. Literally, that's what this city does. Is it rips you out of your hometown. You come here and you're like, oh, LA, and then it's like time and make you a diamond. It's like,
courage to get up on, any in front of her and just be like, hey, this is my voice and I'm passionate about, and this is who listens to me. Absolutely.
Get rid of bat wings, thighs, and cankles.
Oh, that is funny. Dressed in crystals and rocks. I'm like, all right, let's do this. Crazy ones change the world. Lobotomy.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
We're together. We all may or may not watch The Bachelor together.
Him all the time, and a lot of the dreams were actually they were premonition. Some other he did actually did, and that was
energetically. Yeah, we don't.
That was cute. Scuttling.
I love this.
Tomatoes. I like
okay, I'm gonna have to stop because I've got to jump over to Inner Journey with Greg on live in Laguna Beach on Laguna Beach Radio because I'm gonna call in and share some gratitude. And he's like, Debbie, you need to call in right now. I'm like, Perfect. Everybody, if you want to watch the rest of that reel, you bet, girl. We're going to do this again, though, because in a week, I'm going to have better reception. You guys, thestreetangel.com, go watch the rest of her reel. Go watch both of her Angel. Absolutely, seriously. I laid here. I'm enamored with you. And I think that I'm excited because I'm really excited because I know that you need to be on the air again. And you can do it right from your house, just like I do. And winking at you right now about that. I'd also like to give a shout out to Scott Katamas. Hey, you guys, guess what? I want to announce that we are doing a New Year's Day manifesting your dream life and getting 2020 in like a fucking rock star. Excuse my mouth. I just can't help but say that. You guys, seriously, a bomb 3 hours of meditation, of visualization, of setting intention, of going digging deep and doing your life by and creating. Well, if I don't have it handy, and oh my god, I gotta go because Greg. Creating life bursts. Okay, get a hold of Mandy on Street Angel. Mandy, you rock. Peace out, guys.
Love you. Bye.